understanding the extent to which things don't have to be this way. And certainly my whole life I have felt very burdened by an imagination for how much more beautifully we could be structuring things for each other. And I've felt the dissonance and the weight between what I see and what I sense is possible, what I know is possible. And it got a little out of balance where I didn't also notice all the good things that didn't need to be this good. And I put touring musicians squarely into that camp. Mm-hmm. The fact that some beautiful people from Oregon would spend all the energy, unbelievable amounts of energy that start with emails and then lead to more emails and then sending of documents and then finding out that the document wasn't sent in the right form and then another email. So much of that work to make one show happen and then to put a tour together is a ton of that. And a ton of wrangling people and wrangling things and wrangling dates. People just don't have to do that, and they do, and we get to hear music from other places. And spaces like this definitely don't have to be this way. We could be in a cardiologist's space in here. We could be inside of a store that sells electronics. And we get to be here, soft medicine. People put so much energy into this being the reality that we get to have. So I'm feeling grateful for all of that. I'm going to play a song about cherishing things just the way they are. I'll tell you a quick little story about this song. When I wrote it, I was getting a little bit tired of myself and my ways. I had written a whole album's worth of songs kind of in a short month spell, and by the time this song came out, I was really enamored with the chords, but I was pretty tired of the whole Scott show. And so I was like, I'm gonna write this as somebody else. I'd never done that before. I was like, but what if I just let somebody else take the steering wheel? And so for this tune, I was like, well, who would do a better job writing this song than me? And I thought, well, Nick Drake and Alexi Murdoch.
Yeah.
They would both do a better job than me writing this song. So I'm gonna let them take over. I'm gonna make every choice based on what I think they would do, not based on what I do or what I like or how I've done things. And it worked. I got a song that felt just right. I was grateful to both of them and all the time I've spent listening to them that it felt really easy to just know what they do. But I finished the song and it wasn't until I recorded it just to have a little, voice memo so I could come back to it later, that I listened back and was like, shit, I wrote this in a British accent. This is not going to work. And so I had to then take this song that I had written in a British accent and reverse engineer how I say things and figure out how to sing it as me. And so I spent some time making the transition from candle to candle. How do I say that? Candle. Candle. Yeah, that's how I say it. And so having heard that story, if you laugh when I sing the word candle, that's natural and that's okay. Let it show you where to be. Light the candle on your nightstand. Feel this night breeze. If this were the last, how deeply would you feel? Your life swimming past you, the only you that'll ever be here. So offer it up one more time. Ooh, this shivering light, this shivering light. So much music. Growing up, I had my own stories about what was in a musician's head when they were playing. And it tended very reverent. I felt the love coming through the music, and I assumed that they were really focused always on the words. It's been a little disappointing at times to find out how many different places a musician's mind can go while they do what they do. My friends in Family Mystic have the most beautiful stage clock I've ever seen. Just big, beautiful stage clock letters. And I've been trying so hard not to just covet their stage clock. Yeah, it's a beauty. I could not miss those numbers from anywhere. What a treat. You weren't promised another, and you weren't promised this night. On this earth with the moon right above her, and your shivering light. This were the land, how deeply would you feel? Your life swimming past you, the only you that'll ever be here. So offer it up one more time. Ooh, this shivering light. Shivering light.